Hey everybody, so good to see you. It's been a hot minute since I've been on here live. So I am bringing you a story today that I am just so excited about. Hold on, let me get her on. So just bear with me here 1 second. Oh, where are you, fashionista? Okay, I'm gonna have to type in her Instagram handle. She's not popping up here. Still not. Okay, we're gonna have to wait here for maybe Jen. There we go. Jenny, come on, I just saw you. There we go. Herself. And I am just waiting for her to pop on here. So let me just tell her that I'm on, and then just give me a second here, guys, because I am using my computer to message her. Okay. All right. So you guys, I'm super excited that you're here. Please, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wave. Feel free to share this. I'm going to put this up as an IGTV once we get done here today. But please share this. You're going to hear an incredible story. And I'm so super excited for, here we go. I got her. Yay! That didn't work. What the heck is going on here? Jenny, I'm trying to hit accept, but it is not working, girlfriend. And I already invited you. Oh, this little bugger is going to give me a problem. It says Jenny Sanzo is unable to join. Why is that? Yeah, I know you're here, but I went to hit accept when you requested. Oh, there you are. Okay, it's just an Instagram. It's an Instagram glitch.
Here. Hi.
Me too.
Crazy.
It's 92 degrees outside with like 70% humidity.
Yeah. We didn't even try today. I said, you know what, Florida.
So it's so good to get you on here. Thanks for doing this at the last minute, but dadgummit, I was inspired by you so much. And, you know, we've known each other now. We're going on almost 9 years that we've known each other. And I've watched you slowly, but very consistently reach these incredible goals that you've had. You know, and for you guys that don't know Jenny Sanzo, she goes by the Shampoo Tiger. She was a former blogger, and I don't want to steal from your story, but now she's hit a huge dream goal. So I'm just going to turn it over to her. We locked arms back in 2014 when she joined Money, but what it's done for her, and you guys, many people have been able to really go after their dreams and their goals. So Jenny, without further ado, I'm just going to turn it over to you and let you take it away, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you. We decided to do this morning when we were texting. She's like, want to go live? I was like, sure, let's do it. But what's crazy to me is that I never would have dreamed to be where I am now. So back when I started, just to give you guys a little bit of background, when I accidentally agreed to review money on my blog because I didn't know it was an MLM, true story. So I never thought to ask if it was direct sales shampoo because there was no such thing as direct sales shampoo, but I had a no MLM policy on my blog because I was a snob. But that's another story for another day. So at the time, my kids were little. I had a fashion blog. I did wardrobe styling and I did personal shopping. I actually worked for Sears Shop Your Way and helped them pilot what was an incredible virtual personal shopper platform. Unfortunately, they knew nothing about their demographic and their customers, so that really didn't go over well, but it was a great experience for me. So it's been interesting though, how all these different experiences have led me to where I am now. But when I first fell into this opportunity, when I say I fell into it, I mean, someone sent me samples to review on my blog. I was blown away. I thought they were going to be terrible as soon as I found out it was an MLM because I had access to all the best stuff and I was already using salon products. So how could it possibly be better than the really expensive stuff that was already in my shower? Spoiler, it was. So I post a before and after picture, you guys, one shampoo. All my readers are asking me where to buy it. So I, like, in real time, go on this girl's website and sign up. Like, there was no research. I was not looking at the comp plan. I was not like, this is going to be the vehicle that will change my life. No, friends. I was like, the shampoo's good. I'm going to buy it anyway. I'm already in 1,000,001 affiliate programs. So why not link to my own website when I talk about the shampoo? That was the extent of my research and my thought process on this. So I always like to explain that to people, that no, selling shampoo on the internet was never the dream. Network marketing was never the dream. But what ended up happening is I really didn't know what I didn't know about this business model and how it works and what is possible in terms of the flexibility, in terms of the income potential, in terms of the personal and professional growth. And that's the thing that I think most people are unaware of. I think they see people posting stuff on social media and they're like, oh yeah, network marketing, that's like moms selling stuff on Facebook. If that is your perception, it couldn't be further from the truth. And that's what I thought too. I thought the products weren't that good. Oh, that's stuff that like bored housewives do. No, friends. This business model, and specifically the Monat business opportunity, has the potential to completely change your life, because it's going to change you in the process. Like, I don't use those words lightly, but the coaching, the mentorship, the development that you get in this business is the thing that ends up setting you up for more and more. So I don't want to just like talk.
No,
I
I want
exactly
you to talk about
me
this
to
massive
comment on,
goal that you've
but
just.
I'll talk forever.
Now, wait a second, Jenny.
Yeah.
You got to back up, because you're a former teacher, right? Both you and Steve have been in the educational system for years and years and years.
Yep.
And then, you were doing the blogging and the personal shopping and everything, so you could stay home with the boys, right? Because you didn't want someone else to watch them. So that's how that transitioned.
Yes.
Then Monat, kind of fell in your lap, and it's so funny. One of the top hairstylists in Monat, Jessica Shoney, same thing. She didn't know it was MLM, right? So anyways,
she was already in it though.
Crazy. We got to get her on here. But I want to talk about this big goal that you just announced, and I am so proud of you. I'm so excited to be down there for your grand opening. But this has been a big deal for you.
Yeah. So background on me. So like Toni said, my background is education. I was a teacher. But before getting my master's in elementary education, I actually got my bachelor's in English literature. And I almost pursued my PhD in English lit with a concentration in Elizabethan literature. Like, we're talking like hardcore dork stuff. If I didn't get married when I got married, I would have gone to Columbia and done a dual master's PhD program. Instead, Steve and I got married. I decided I was going to put my elementary school teaching on hold. I actually meet with the dean at University of Rochester for their English PhD program, because I don't know if you even know this, Toni, I was told I wasn't going to be able to get pregnant. So I wasn't planning on having a family right away, because I was misdiagnosed with something and they told me I was going to have a really hard time getting pregnant. So I was looking at like 5 years full-time teaching fellowship, and I found out I was pregnant. So I ended up not pursuing that. I ended up not pursuing that because I got pregnant, but I was an adjunct professor instead at a community college. And that's what I was doing up until I had Colton and wanted to stay home. So that's when the blog and all the things happened. And it was actually my best friend's idea to start the blog. So I had no fashion background. You heard me, like English literature and elementary education. I was not qualified to have a bed. Like, I knew nothing about it. But my best friend's like, you know what? You love clothes. Everybody always compliments on your outfits. You should start a fashion blog. Nobody does that this is like 2009. She's like, nobody does that in Rochester. You'll be like, what? And she was right. Like, I was she's a fashion blogger. But I just was kind of ahead of the curve there. So my boutique that I am opening next Friday is like a combination of literally all the things I love. It's like my story in a brick and mortar location. So it's called Get Lit Boutique because it has a literature anchor. So there'll be like graphic tees or sweatshirts or jewelry that have like little quotes and different tiebacks to literature and books, because English major, like that was my first love, right? But along the way, I found out I love clothes. So there's just normal, not everything has like nerd stuff on it. So there's contemporary women's fashion in there. Everything is comfortable and wearable, a lot of neutrals, a lot of basics. And then there is a hairstyling station in the back for people to, I'm gonna have professional stylists that pop in and out doing like braid bars and dry styling with Monat products. So everything kind of like ties in together. And this is a concept that I have had for over a decade. I've had a secret Pinterest board since like Pinterest first came out, but without Monat, I wouldn't have had the money to start it. I wouldn't have had just the background of owning a business and feeling equipped to do this. And I think that's the biggest thing, is what happens to you on this leadership journey in this business if you do go all in and embrace it and are coachable and like plug into all the trainings and everything that is available to you. You just grow so much as a leader and a business owner that it just makes sense for you to start taking these next steps and putting yourself out there and letting this business be the vehicle for all the other things that you do. And I've watched you do the same thing, Toni. Like I've watched you write book after book and launch all these other things. And now your speaking career. And that is possible because of this. And that's the piece I think that people don't understand, is all the behind the scenes stuff that happens when you dive into a business like this, that it just opens up a whole new world for you in terms of your mindset, in terms of your network, everything. So, I mean, I can't believe honestly that this is really going to happen. I just made the Facebook invite right before we popped on here, and I'm like, I can't believe this is really happening like next
I'm
week.
so excited. So the girls, they're so excited. Like and they hate road tripping with me, right? And I'm like, we're not flying. It's a 3-hour drive. We'd spend more time in the airport than we would anywhere else. And I'm like, we are so excited to come and celebrate you and to, just watch you on this incredible journey, that I've watched. I watched your kids grow up, throughout all of this. I've watched you blossom. You guys moved from Rochester, New York to Florida, and Steve didn't have a job. I mean, it was just like, and I know that he really likes to work and he loves kids. And you guys, by the way, he's a principal. But the great thing is that, over these last 9 years, just to see things happen with people that, started in the beginning and people that are brand new right now, making a huge impact and difference in people's lives. It just, this is the shit right here.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not just the boutique, it's the dream boutique in the dream town. Because I lived my entire married life with no family nearby. Like my entire kid's life, we were in Rochester, New York, where I don't know if you know this, if you're not familiar with the area, but the sun like doesn't come out from October to like the end of May. And I am somebody, I'm like a lizard. I need like sunshine and heat. Like I'm comfortable at 80 degrees. Like that is my happy place. So being somewhere where it snows every day, months out of the year, was like awful. And then not living by my family, and we never thought we'd be able to do this. And it's so funny when you look back and you see like all the pieces fall into place, because we bought our house that we live in now in 2018 as an investment because of money, as an investment and like a vacation home. We thought we were going to Airbnb it, and then we came down in 2020, and with everything going on, it really made us reevaluate what we were doing. And that's when we decided to pull the plug. But I've wanted a store in this town since I was 8 years old. I found a picture of me and my dad standing over there on the waterfront. I'll share it with you. I'll text it to you when we're done here. But I'm like 7 in that picture. And I used to walk up and down St. George Street as a little kid because I spent all my summers here. And I always wanted to have a store here. So it's not just, it's like the dream store in the dream town. And none of these dominoes would have fallen into place if I didn't say yes to money
Yeah,
8 years
it's
ago. So that's what's crazy.
So incredible.
Okay.
And you know what? I can't wait to see the picture. That'll be something, you know, in memorabilia that, you know, that finally, you know, all of these years, but you stuck with it. You stuck with the dream and you never gave up. That's the really cool part about all of this.
Yes. Yeah. So I told I'm going to make him recreate the picture.
What are you going to do?
So I'm going to make my dad
what a great idea. Yeah, but that's awesome. Yeah. So I know that you've got to go pick up the boys from school, but I really appreciate the time that you took today to share, you know, where this journey has brought you. What do we got? What's in the future for you, Jenny?
So I've been told that this is a franchisable concept.
Just looking at the pictures, so, I can see that. And we have a ton of, like St. Augustine here in Charleston, we have a ton of franchise boutiques. And I think it's a brilliant idea. And that's just it's just another, you know, stream of income, which would even be even greater. So that is.
So those.
Girl,
those
right there with you. Who knows? You may have your first investor. So, I'm really, really excited. And there is no limitation to the possibilities that are available. Now, with that being said, one more word of wisdom or words of wisdom before we wrap this up.
You have to go for it. Like, you have to put yourself out there in order to see what's possible. And I think the biggest thing that holds people back is they never take that first step, whether it's this business or whether it's something else. But my advice, if you're thinking about having any kind of business at all, a great way to dip your toe in for really low investment is network marketing, because you really get a sense of what it is like to be your own boss, to have to hold yourself accountable, to not have somebody telling you what to do, and be able to kind of like captain your own ship and manage your own calendar and delegate and all of that. All those skills you're going to need, you can kind of test out when there's not a huge investment riding on you testing it out. So that is my advice, is to start with something like this. And
you know, the other thing too, that you brought out a really good point. You know what? Most people are not taught entrepreneurism. They're not taught small business owner skills or anything like that. This is something that most people have to learn by making massive mistakes, right? So the great thing is that truly this business model can teach you that. And it can teach you that in, you know, a form of, you know, when you can, you know, invest the time that you do have in really learning how entrepreneurism works. And that's one of the great benefits, besides culture and relationship capital. It's one of the great benefits about our industry.
Yes, and it's lucrative. So you're not going to find anything else that when you figure out, okay, how many hours am I putting in and what am I getting out? Nothing else compares to it. So you can earn as you learn, which is nice, because as I'm opening my own, like, I'm mostly spending. Like, there's, so I'm spending, I'm investing, and I'm learning, but nothing's coming in yet. Where if that was network marketing, it would already be coming in.
Yeah, there's a huge difference, because I've owned, you know, 2 brick and mortars. There is a huge difference. So that is really spot on. And you really have to be cognizant that if you're going to have a physical storefront, there is a lot of detail and a lot of other expenses and just finite points that go into that.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. To wrap this up, you guys, I just want to say, we're here with you, just sharing our personal stories today. We are not here making income claims. We're not here making any kind of business claims or anything like that. We've both worked our behinds off to get to where we are. And you guys, we show up every single day, multiple hours a day in our business. This business model is no different than anything else, but the things that it can gift you in your life, it can gift you people like this lady right here that I'm on this live with. It can gift you many other options and choices that you have to make in the future. And so that is the one thing that I'm going to tell you, you guys, is that it really does make a huge difference. So Jenny, thank you so much for your time today. I so appreciate you, my friend. And I cannot wait to see you next week. Yay! This is going to be so great.
I can't wait.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Go get those kids.